I mean, Tony, yes. Yes.
Well, for one
I
thing,
wish Rashid was here for this. I'm mad at him still. I'm going to fuss at him when I get back.
well, get him on FaceTime. What the hell?
She using my phone for.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Oh, my bad.
it's all good.
Jacob, we got Jacob and what's his name?
Tell them boy, come on here now.
Somebody like, I don't even like them.
Hey, you and Jacob, come over here. Where we at? Come over here, right now. Hurry up.
Okay, she's going to talk to him.
I don't
We're
even see
on
him.
record on
Oh, okay, I don't even see him.
Y'all jamming like y'all jammed up here this afternoon, they would have loved it.
Yeah, they would have.
Ken would have been right in the middle. I was telling the theme earlier today that I was going to try to dance like James Brown, because Kenneth could dance like James Brown. He could stand up
Oh,
and
watch
get on
out,
one
now.
leg,
Watch out.
walk
now.
up, go like that. They clowning the whole while. Whereas Tony danced like Fred Astaire. Girls would come over to the house for him to teach them how to swing and dance and all that. And he was just so smooth with his stuff, you know, that's how he was. And of course, Tony was not popular in the neighborhood because too many girls like Tony. So guys wanted to beat up Tony. Kenneth was a year younger, year and a half, but he had to protect his older brother. But he was well known in the neighborhood. Everybody liked Kenneth. He was a guy's guy, you know what I mean? And there's one story right there at Northwestern High School. Guys wanted to get Tony, so they took his hat and ran with it. And they set him up. They wanted him to run around the corner so they could catch him and beat him up. So some people you might have heard of, what's the guy name? Played for the New York Jets. Him and Kenneth were tight. And they figured out what was going on. So they ran around there before they started beating up Tony. Kenneth knocked one guy out, and the other guy knocked the other guy out, and it was over. Tony was saved.
That's what's up.
But Tony was a drum major.
That's right.
Okay, so we used to have a classic parade every year through the black part of town, through Overtown. And right on 3rd Avenue Overtown is where your grandfather and your father-in-law had a cleaners right there. The parade passed right down past in front of the cleaners. So here Tony out there showing off in front of the band. The girls going crazy. He got his cap going around like a cake. As soon as the parade over, Uncle Levi had his ass in that cleaner, pressing pants. Steve coming off that steamer like this. You know, you'll go from your ego this high to you. Your ass is grounded. This the real world here. And then,
Did y'all all work in the cleaners?
well, they wouldn't let me do nothing.
I know my dad did.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't let me do nothing. I just had to sit there. Kenneth had the job of washing the scrubbing the clothes outside. When you look, you think, well, let me help, you know. I go out there help. Uncle Levi come out there and fuss him out for letting me help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And right there above the cleaners, Uncle Levi owned the whole building. So when he had a break, Kenneth would go up there and work out. Push-ups, sit-ups, bunching his fists against the wall to toughen his knuckles. And I'm trying to keep up. I'm 6 years younger than him. So I'm trying to keep up with him. And that was, you know, my idol as far as trying to do sports and stuff like that. But, and then everywhere he went, I mean, Tony put up with me. And Earl liked me too. But Kenneth liked to have me following him around. You know? So in everywhere he went, he'd go at a little jog. Running through Overtown, and I'm right behind him. And Liz, close your ears. A couple of times when we left the house in 66th Street, he'd go and visit a girl, and I'm there. He sit right outside. I'll be back. Here comes his darkness coming. And, you know, then he'd say, okay, we got to go home now. we hitting through the project. We say, keep your head low, because it's clotheslines. And if you run with your head up, that clothesline gonna catch you. So I learned how to run, low.
So y'all
Don't
jumping
jump in.
fences?
Huh?
Y'all jumping fences?
Oh, you
Low?
cutting through yards, jumping this and this. And the project was across the street
Right.
from where they lived on
Right.
15 to 66. And most of the guys in the project like Ken. But I don't know, Tony, you better not get caught over there. Boy. And then, well, Earl told me about a couple of times where they went out to parties, and Earl always the one level-headed and everything like that. Somebody try to put something in one of the girls' drink. Earl will see it. Don't drink that. That's how he was. He was always, the cool one, the level-headed one, and never did anything I ever saw that made me think that he felt sorry for himself for having been afflicted with polio in the early years before the vaccine came. And it just so happened that they were about to get vaccinated at school. The next day, Earl came down with polio. And had he taken the shot, it would have killed him.
Wow.
Right. Right. So he had suffered through the disease and, then found out late in his life that polio come back around. It gives you, what is it, post-polio syndrome or something like that? And it's a tough thing to deal with. Those three, and I guess one of my favorite memories is going to concerts and going to places with my three big cousins and a car full of pretty girls. Here I am, 9, 10, they younger than these guys, and I had a crush on Tony's girlfriend.
Did he know?
I don't know if he knew then what he knew later. But y'all know her.
Johnson?
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi. Honey. You can't forget Chi-Chi.
Pretty black girl.
Yes,
Pretty black girl.
that's right.
They 17 and 18, I'm 9 and 10, but I just couldn't take my eyes off it. And Tony would be driving, her next to him, and I'm in the front seat. And then Earl and Kenneth in the back seat, a car full of pretty girls and everything. And that's one of my favorite childhood memories. But also, even at that, Ken took me to see James Brown, just me and him. I'm like 9 or 10, maybe even younger. I know I had to be the youngest kid in the stadium. And right there seeing James Brown, and that's why he loved to dance like James Brown.
That's funny.
I heard he dressed sharp everywhere he went.
Yeah. But and Tony was classy dressing.
Yeah, they were.
Ken
Cleaner
was
there.
Ken, but and a guy, but a guy's guy. And seeing they won the first, they won a football championship in Northwestern. So I'm thinking the guys that he played with, who y'all know, who blocked for Joe Namath. I can't think of his name. It'll come to me in a second. Finney, Rogers Finney. He's in the Hall of Fame now. He was the right or left tackle when Joe Namath they won the Super Bowl. And he and Ken were like that in high school. And they helped keep people off Tony behind.
Well, I remember Ethel used to make our Easter dresses. How were the sisters?
Couldn't have been my mama.
Who was it? Oh, Arlene.
Arlene.
Erlene or Erlene? Okay.
Well, speaking of my mother, Uncle, a lot of times Uncle Levi, tried to be mean. He wouldn't let them borrow the car to go out on dates. My mama, y'all don't know how to hunt. They can take my car as long as they take me. That's how I got to go every place. They had to get in the car. They had to take me with them. And then Christmas time, we always had a little Christmas gathering there, and everybody got a little gift, and it would be like nothing expensive like socks or underwear, something like that. But to get your gift, you had to cut a step.
Okay.
Tony, Kenneth, they love that. That's right up their alley. And Earl had a bad leg, but he get up there and do his little dance with his hands. He dance with his hands. And everybody be into it, you know. Me and Cran Jr., we couldn't dance worth a damn. Boy, y'all sit down. And you know, Uncle Levi was mean with like that. If you ain't had no rhythm, he cut you down. I'd be so embarrassed. But I got my socks and my little underwear and whatever else. You know, that is, a lot of times, whenever your parents can't fill in, the rest of the family can fill in. That's right. The type of family atmosphere. And even when I went away to college, and I was working during the summer, if I didn't go by Uncle Cran's house and get something, and keep in mind, he got 2 kids in college of his own. But come and you make me feel bad, like, I did something to you? Why you ain't been to my house? When I came by, put something in my hand, money, even enough to buy pizza, something up to school, and then send me by his sister's house. On Lynn, on Lee, all that, send me by them. And even if he probably gave them the money to give to me. See what I'm saying? So he kept that going, and we do our best to, you know, try to keep that going, you know, as best we can. But when he gave you some advice, Uncle Cran, you know, he had his way about him. He was soft-spoken, but his words hit hard. Yes, they did, in terms of keep your job, do what you're supposed to do, you know, so, and I had a great father too, but my mother and father divorced. When I got a little, about their size, she sent me to live with my daddy, which was a good thing. But Uncle Cran was always there.
What about Uncle Edmer? I don't know much about him.
I don't know much about him either. He lived in New York. Joan is his adopted daughter. Joan, Buddy,
Yeah.
Donzel's mother is his daughter. And Pops who died a few years back. That was what's the tallest one name? Donzel's father. Anyway, he was well known on the courts of Key West. He was 6'9", 260, 77 pounds, and rattlesnake meat. They played some basketball in Key West back in them days. Y'all might have heard about the boys from Key West going to Florida State in later years. They had a track record of coming from Key West and being stars at Florida State. We don't hold out against them.
Wow. Okay.
You shut up. Don't you say nothing back there. Don't you say nothing. Don't you say nothing.
They were raised in New York, and I remember once the Incarnation, the church that our auntie started in Liberty City, there, right on 54th Street and 18th, 19th Avenue, something like that. They started that church. And one time, every year, the church used to take a bus all the way down to Key West. So naturally, it's Tony, Earl, Kenneth, and me. And I'm riding on the bus with them. And we get to Key West. And the bus stop tells everybody, I'll stay on the bus now. I gotta do something. I just remember I'm sitting there. Earl, Tony, and Kenneth got off the bus. They wouldn't ignore the bus stop. And then they went and got, damn, what's his name? Uncle Bert's oldest son.
You talking about the one that used to walk across town?
He's real tall,
He's
dark
real
skin.
skinny.
If you looked at you, he would scare you. No, absolutely. But anyway, he raised his family in New York. And he got on the bus. And they told me, Keith, say hello to your cousin. I looked up with that big son of a gun. I said, that's my cousin? And they just started laughing, boy. But he was something else. And just so many things.
I remember Uncle Bernard.
Uncle Bernard, who was kind of sickly from alcohol. And let me just throw this out there. Alcoholism has done a lot in our family, but here we still stand. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. You know, enjoy your life, enjoy yourself, but don't let alcohol
Take you out. Take
Yeah.
you out.
take
I
you
get
out.
it.
Take you out.
I try to tell my baby about that.
It's the national disease of the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Alcoholism. No, if something take me out, it won't be alcohol. Yeah. Yeah. So I've been blessed to have the family that we have. We are all blessed to have this family. Like where's Kamani? Oh, there she is. You got strength all up through here. You just reach out and touch it. You got the smarts and the toughness and all those things roll through to you and the rest of our offspring. So, be glad you got it. I need to shut up.
Corey wants you to tell the story of how y'all met.
I'm teaching Miami Lakes Tech, and she was in my class. I don't know whether it was physical science or chemistry or what.
Science.
Physical science. And I think it was a small classroom. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a class where instead of having 35, you get 19, and it's close. But I think she was one of the few black kids in there. And one day she'd be comfortable, the next day she'd be tense and uptight and everything. And I just say, well, let me just get with this kid here, I just felt like I could take her under my wing. I don't know that she kin to me. I did not know. And then she started to, embrace herself and feel more and more comfortable in class, and started to enjoy it. And then one day, there's a parent-teacher conference.
That what happened? Tell her how it happened, baby.
I'm telling it wrong.
Tell her.
Go on and tell it.
Okay, so it was one day you were sitting, you were helping me with something, and I was at your desk, and I looked at your hands, and I was like, your hands look like my uncle and my granddad's hands. And you was like, really? And I was like, yeah, but we brushed it off or whatever. And then Aunt Lynn passed, and we were at the repast at the house in the city. In Brown Club, and I saw you there. I was like, Mr. Ferguson, what you doing here?
No, Corey, that's wrong.
Well, how you know the story?
Because one day, they were taking you out of my class and called me down for a parent conference. And I walk in there, and Katrina sitting there. I say, that's your daughter? I said, girl, you're my cousin.
No. Well, I remember when we was at Aunt Lynn's house, and I was like, Mr. Ferguson, what you doing here? You mad at my cousin? I was like, what?
Well, somewhere between these two stories, it's the real deal. I remember you coming out of the school.
All the time.
Hey.
Okay, hey.
Yeah.
You said to tell, right?
I just said that story. I didn't say anything else.
She wanted him to tell her how she remembered it.
And Uncle Levi, he was a mean man, but he was crazy about some leaves. He had a daughter-in-law who was a true Bahamian, and that was his heart. Bert was cool too, but that was his heart right there. Yes, indeed.
Sarah, you got anything you remember you want to tell us? Anybody got anything?
One thing I know is I just got into a good family.
Oh, I got
Your
that.
family embraced me, always showed me love. Didn't know me from Adam because I lived down south. And then when I came up this way, I thought I was in a new territory. And they just right there in Opalaka, you know. But especially your dad, I loved him. He always had something nice to say. And I never seen him with a sad look on his face.
But
He always had that beautiful
time,
smile. when he
the
was
first
good.
time he met her, you know, her name is Celestine. We call her Cell for short.
Yeah.
And he just said Cell, you know. Oh, you want to tell him?
No, go ahead.
he say, man, I hope you feel better, you know, because I know you got sickle cell.
And it took me a while to put that together. What he was saying.
For the longest time, I thought you had sickle cell.
Oh Lord.
And when she caught on, she just bust out laughing. And it was like that ever since.
Yes. Yeah, he just wasn't expecting him to say that. That was he said. I'm like,
And he said it in like Uncle Graham fashion. Normally Kenneth jokes be wild and out there, you know. He said it, yeah, you know, I hope you get over the He caught on to it, and we cracked that joke on him pretty much all the time, you know. Just like I crack on Joni about how fast she drives.
You get there. Right.
This one here, you know how he liked to make an entrance? Yeah, well, he got that on us at the kind of Christmas parties, you know. Once y'all got to be born, they pull up in the van. Here comes the Johnson. Got to make room because it's like the army coming through. And he be bringing up through here, smiling from ear to ear, proud of him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not only his kids, he got the whole neighborhood kids. Yes.
And one thing miss about this one was when we used to have any kind of little get together, he always gonna be fashionably late and super fashionably dressed. We waiting to see what he gonna come up there wearing. He done got a little conservative now, but he used to wear some stuff.
But he always looked good in it though. Yeah, what it was.
You didn't have to say that part. His head big enough as it is.
Oh, we are family.
Always
So I get my big head from this side of the family. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense now.
Yeah, why don't you tell the story how we all went to the movies?
Oh, well,
It was all
what
of y'all.
happened was,
There you go.
I can't hear you.
There you
Project
go.
your voice.
yeah,
Oh, you want me to tell the
I got to try to articulate as well too because I've been trying to like chill. Now I got to kind of like wake up a little bit and try and give you guys
Come on,
a story of what would
story,
happen.
man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get you the goddamn story.
Are you whispering?
No. And so what happened
Project
was
your voice, sir.
we were told
Can't hear you.
we all hanging out.
At my
Well,
house.
Rashid came in town.
Rashid
When
was
Rashid
in
came
town.
in town,
All of y'all.
we know we all hanging out. Everybody coming together. So Uncle Tony got everybody here, and that's cool. We're over at Earl's house, and so it's like this new movie came out, and they started talking about it, and they're like, we want to go see this movie, and so everything was fine until like Lydia was like, Lydia is your mom, you know. So Lydia was like, y'all can go to the movies, don't y'all ain't taking my baby. She can't go. So it was like, stop talking about the movie. We're going to the movies, and so we're going to go watch the same movie.
No, we told him we was going to go see some cartoon.
Well,
That's how we got to go.
PG.
That's what I'm saying. But that's part of it. That's part of it.
The
So
PG
we were like, we weren't going to tell. We weren't going to tell Liddy. Like, we just kept it on the quiet. It's like, shh, all right, quit talking about the movie. I'm a little kid. You got Rashid, you got Kamal, and Kamal they done orchestrated this whole little plan, and so we're gonna follow along. And you still trying to be with Big Cuz, and you can't hang out. If you're gonna be wandering around, keep talking, and you know what I mean, telling what's going on. So what happened was, we ended up
We piled in the Cadillac.
we got in the Cadillac.
I don't know how many of us was in that Cadillac.
Man, it was about 10 of us. It was
Y'all
about 10 of us.
big
in the
cars, they
Cadillac.
did it.
Oh, yeah, everything.
And that's how we got the vehicle, because you had to go too.
Yeah, because Kayla drove.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So we ended up going to watch the movie or whatever. And but it wasn't supposed to be the movie that we told Liddy we were going to watch. So we, last minute, they went ahead and switched it up. I'm a little kid. I don't know what's really going on. I'm just going along, trying to get along, trying to get down with my bigger cousins and trying to fit in. And so we watched the movie and we came back home. And then I'm not sure how Lydia found out we didn't watch the movie that we went.
I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna say the same thing. I can just say, Lydia just looked at her. And she said, her mama looked at her. She said,
When Lydia found out, naturally she hit the roof. It was over. Party was over. Everybody left. We had to go home. It was done. Lydia was not having it. But she already said, don't do it. And we did it anyway. And now she's really upset in regards to
I enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite movies.
I wish you could have told Lydia that.
I was a Ferris Bueller or something.
Oh, that's what it was.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's
Y'all
what
want to go see that movie?
that movie.
Can you imagine seeing that in the movie? Yeah,
The main thing she was angry about told us no.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord.
Okay, so the Cobb family, probably bailed me out of trouble so many times. One story come to mind. I'm in the 6th grade, and I think it was like a summer school program, something like that. And it's this kid that's in the group, and he's like in the 8th grade, but he probably should be in the 10th grade, right? So he started bugging me, picking on me one day, and I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna go down. So after class, he followed me outside, punched me in the back of my head, so now I'm in the fight. And in the class, we was doing little construction paper, exercises and what, so I had a little scissors in my hand. I'm just going at it. I'm fighting for my life. I'm about 8 feet tall, seems like. And I'm hitting him with the scissors. So they sent me to the office. I ain't really cut him up or nothing, but I got some good licks in, right? So now they talking about sending me to opportunity school. I'm about to get kicked out of school. He made
vital point of the
I ain't hit him that hard.
Just didn't, go all the way through.
He made the call to Uncle Cran, who was all up in the school system. Uncle Cran made a few calls. And the next thing you know, instead of going to Horace Man, I'm right back in school. I'm going to start my year the regular thing.
Yeah,
So
Uncle
that's-
Cran, man.
So Uncle Cran had it all hooked up, and then what else? I got and this man here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell the story.
Oh boy.
This man here.
Ooh. Wait, which one? No, sit down. Sit down. No, sit down.
So a few years later, I don't know, I'm 16 or something or whatever, 17, I don't know what it is. Steph had passed not too long ago. He called me up, come pick me up. Come on, cuz, we're about to go show you something real quick. We go down. We go down. I don't know where he taking me now. I'm like I said, I'm young boy. We ride up. We down 79th. I see these little neon lights. We go. Hey, it was good. Hey, this was good stuff, man. This was good stuff. This is good stuff. We fall up in the Foxy Lady. I was like, this is like a coming of age moment. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just see all these girls. You got a girl on the wall. It's a hole in the wall now. It ain't much bigger than this little outline of people we got there. And I think maybe where you at? What we was drinking, man?
I don't remember. Probably Hennessy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I could go on and on, but yeah, the Cloud family, man, created an amazing village.
Yes.
That you know, going from Cran to the Johnsons to the Fishers, like great group of people. I could tell most stories. I know, no.
Do tell.
I mean, I needed some help getting into school, and Uncle Cran made a call to a guidance counselor.
That's right.
Before I know it, I got the classes that I needed to qualify to get this, and just
I tried to do it. And the guy they sent was, you know, he was black. And he would take me through all this. And I'm like, yeah, right, but watch this. I said, I bet you been at school before you do.
and then
Told
Cheryl.
him, boop.
Algebra 2 was kicking my ass, and Cheryl was tutoring me. So I got me a C off of that. So you think math, you good at math. You better stick.
But what Cheryl didn't
worry
like
about it.
was she, you know, because she helped me with my math, and she was just like, really? She wanted that real math stuff.
Right.
I'm like, well, nobody know how to do that. But that's how she was. She didn't like attention, but she got it to the point where I could pass the class, you know.
Cheryl is Uncle Cran's oldest daughter?
Yeah.
Only daughter. Only daughter. Who was the oldest?
Trent Jr. And then Trent, yeah.
I got it. Thank you.
Nelson.
Nelson.
And then Mike. Mike was the baby. But them McLeod helped us out.
Yes.
Helped us out. Got him in the school before business. I didn't want him to be in Cass City no more.
And he was proud that you became a snake.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you
I
about
remember
Uncle
we used to
Cran.
have like dinners and family affairs
Oh, my
over at
God.
Uncle Cran's.
Yes.
Like,
Always.
under the shed.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Rocking
That's
them
why I
long
whooped
ass
Evan in
prayers.
chess.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Rock had the
Long
long
ass
braces.
Our neighbor like,
He thought he had me, y'all. This brother thought he had me. I was like, oh Lord. And then honestly, y'all, I didn't know what I was doing.
yeah, our neighbor was going to cut them short, boy.
That must
Father
have
God,
been
Father
before
God.
the concussion I got when I was a kid.
No, he's acting like you had a concussion.
I did have a concussion. I had 3 concussions.
Thank you for the salt, Father God. Thank you for the paprika, Father God. Thank you for the pasta and the macaroni and cheese, Father God. Father God, thank you for all the turkeys that came before this turkey, Father God. Thank you for the charcoal, Father God. The lighter fluid, Father God.
Our neighbor was like,
And when I hit him,
Like
he cut it off and said, in Jesus' name we pray, amen.
because he would go on.
It's getting cold as hell.
Good times, y'all. Good times.
I love it, you know. Whether it was at Cran's house or my grandmother's house or even when all of us wasn't nothing but little steps above each other, sitting on these steps. How we all sat on them steps, I don't know.
Yes,
We all sat on them steps, took pictures on the steps in front of Lee's house. Those were all great memories, man.
Yes.
All of us. It was good. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That's okay. I was just sharing, you know, I loved our family gatherings. It was good. And we didn't talk about it, but, you know, Cran Jr. and my dad, like, they were really close. I mean, it was hard. That was hard on my dad when Cran Jr. passed. You know, it's been a long time since he's been around. But when I hear his name, I think about him. was real close.
We go to Cran Jr.'s apartment to play cards. And
Yeah.
we playing with bid whist or
Bid
something.
whist.
Ever.
That's what they play.
And Cran looking at his hand, and he taking so long to make a decision. And Earl say, "Damn it, play a card." But he would not be rushed.
Nope.
Uncle Cran either. They always took their time. They did things at their own pace, slow and easy. Yeah.
Oh, the
I
trunk.
remember, like, for me, I think the biggest thing was when Daddy passed, right? I was dealing with so much. And you and Earl, I was calling on y'all. I was like, what am I supposed to do about this? What am I supposed to do about that? And y'all like came and stepped in for me. You know what I mean? I'll never forget that. Never. That means so much to me, even now to this day.
He loved you, man. Trust me.
Yeah.
So did I.
It was a lot.
So did I. That's a good guy.
Who gonna talk about the trunk? You gonna talk about the trunk? Or I'm gonna talk about the trunk. Oh, the trunk.
Trump. Oh, Uncle Cran. Uncle Cran would have his drinks in the trunk of the car. The girls was not allowed to go to the trunk.
Oh.
But you could have a drink, but
Right.
not from the trunk. That was for the guys. Uncle Cran would park the car, the trunk go open, but only the guys could go to there. You can get a drink, but not right here. No, only the guys.
We're talking about a rite of passage. We're talking about a thing of, you know, feeling like you're growing and becoming into your manhood was to be invited to the trunk. Long,
To the trunk.
what kind of Cadillac was it? Long brown
Oh, he got new one. Every
Cadillac.
time it came out.
Yeah, he had a new Cadillac.
And for 2 years, he got it.
In this trunk was a cooler, one of them little white styrofoam coolers with the ice